Many pristine lakes of British Columbia are abundant with rainbow trout, and it's the job of the Freshwater Fisheries Society of BC to give nature a helping hand at places like this, assuring adequate fish stocks for ideal recreational fishing. The work begins here at the Summerland Trout Hatchery, where they will raise over 1 million fry every year to be released into area lakes. Eggs gathered in May are reared at the hatchery, growing to small fry, about 1.5 grams each, and in mid-September, it's time to give these tiny trout a new home. A special water tank truck is prepared to transport the fry to a remote lake, which is scheduled to receive 5,000 new fish. 5,000 fish will quickly use up all the oxygen in this tank, so a special bubble diffuser and onboard oxygen is needed for what could be a long journey. Once safely aboard, we head for the hills to get some great fishing ready for next season. Each fall, 150 lakes are stocked from the Summerland Hatchery, many with the use of helicopter due to the remote location. But today, our destination is a drive-in lake.
We're right there. Oh, maybe.
In the spring, the process is repeated, when fry will have grown to a much larger size. The 5 hatcheries of the Freshwater Fisheries Society will stock 1,000 lakes in BC every year.
In lakes that have lots of competition species, we like to use a larger fish, so we grow those through the winter and stock those lakes in the spring. They're usually a lot more accessible, and we can get to the lake fairly easily with a truck.
About half the fees collected from angling licenses support programs like this. It's the busy season for these guys, as fish need to enter the lakes between the heat of summer and when ice forms early in the fall. Many lakes are accessible on secondary highways and forest roads. It may be a little rough in spots, but discovering the natural beauty of remote lakes makes the fishing worthwhile. At the end of the road, the precious cargo is transferred into a large pail. A smaller oxygen tank, along with the bubble diffuser, is packed in, along with the fish, for the short hike from the road to the water's edge. Neil and Dave will carry them the last few steps toward home. Lake water temperature and alkalinity are first tested to be within the tolerance of these hardy little swimmers.
Then the crew will watch for visual response, see some surface reaction, make sure that the fish distribute pretty well, and they can move on to the next one.
To learn where they put trout in your area and for details on the Learn to Fish program, visit gofishbc.com. For Go Okanagan, I'm Wayne McDougall.